Hello everyone, today we're going to look at how to configure VLAN. We're going to look at router on a stick. So at first we're going to look at how to create a VLAN. Let's take a switch, actually which one I took 2950, that will do. It's got a lot of, let me check how many ports it has. Okay, it has a lot of ports. Yeah, that's good. So now I'm going to pick up one PC from here, which is generic PC. I'm going to take another PC and I'm going to connect this PC with switch. And now I'm going to create VLANs inside the switch. This is my switch CLI. Enable config T. I'm going to create VLAN 10, name cells, and exit. I'm going to create another VLAN which is called VLAN 20, name marketing. So this is my two VLAN. I'm going to exit from here, exit again. I'm going to apply my command show VLAN brief. So this command will tell me how many VLANs I have. So I have like one VLAN, which is default VLAN. It's got all the ports over there. And I have newly created this VLAN, which is VLAN 10 sales VLAN. Another VLAN I have created, which is VLAN 20 marketing VLAN, is active. Let's look at the ports. I have this PC, it's connected with port number 01, and this PC connected with 02. So I'm going to create VLAN 10, which is sales VLAN, and this side VLAN 20, which is marketing VLAN. Now I'm going to add port number fast Ethernet 01 to sales VLAN, and port number fast Ethernet 02 I'm going to put in VLAN 20. So let's pick up my switch again. Interface config T, interface FA0/1, switch port, switch port access VLAN 10. So I have actually take interface fast Ethernet 01 and I have put this port inside VLAN 10. Exit. Interface fast Ethernet 02, which is this port. I'm going to put this one in switch port VLAN 20. So now I have created my two VLAN, and show VLAN brief. So I can see now, make it bigger, I can see now fast Ethernet 01, which is my fast PC, is connected with sales VLAN. Fast Ethernet 02, that is connected with marketing VLAN. So that's how we create the VLAN and put some particular interface with that VLAN. So now I'm going to assign IP address in my PC. So for this network I'm going to assign IP address in here. IP is 192.168.10.1, mask maybe 255.255.255.0, then default gateway we're going to talk about after a while. and that time we're going to see how we can put the default gateway. This one I put like 20, so I got 20.1. now so let's pick up this PC, go to desktop, IP configuration, assign IP address 192.168.10.1 and default subnet mask. Default gateway you're going to put after a while, and pick up this PC, desktop, IP configurations, IP address 192.168.20.1 and the mask. Close this one. Now if we try to ping from PC 0 to PC 1, it will not work because they are in different VLAN. So if I ping 192.168.20.1, it will not ping because they are not in part of the same VLAN. But to make it to ping from one VLAN to another VLAN, we need to have a layer 3 device or layer 3 device such as router, or we need a layer 3 switch. This switch at the moment layer 2, but today we're going to look at routers. So I'll pick up my 2811 routers, and then with this routers we're going to configure the routing, and then we'll see this is called router on a stick, and we're going to see how this VLAN can communicate with this VLAN. So I'm going to establish the connectivity from this switch to routers. Okay, now let's pick up my router, CLI. First thing I put no. That's how I start to do the configurations. Config T, host name I put just R1. Exit from here, show IP interface brief. This command will tell me there's some port informations, but I can see from my topology that fast Ethernet 00 is connected with this router, with this switch. This is the router port is connected with switch. So config T, interface FA0/0. First thing, no IP address, because we are not going to put any IP address in here. We need to create this interface. We're going to create like 2 sub interface. We can put no shutdown, that's why this port will be up. Oops, no shut, that's how this port will be up. Now interface, we exit from here, then we're going to create like 2 interface. Interface FA0/0.10. This interface I have created for VLAN 10. And then next thing I'll do, I need to assign IP address for this sub interface. So IP address 192.168.10.100 255.255.255.0. So this IP address is actually, I got a notification, sub interface is only allowed if that sub interface is already configured as part of the IEEE 802.1.0 IEEE 802.1q or ISL. So we need to enable some trunking protocol in here before we configure the IP address in the sub interface. So how to assign, we're going to look at how to assign this protocol, trunking protocol in here. Let's say encapsulations.1q, which is the most common encapsulation protocol we're going to use. .10. So I'm going to, why I put 10, because I'm going to enable this trunking protocol to communicate with VLAN 10. Hit enter. Now I'm going to assign the IP address, which is 192.168.10.100, which is same network, this network, from this network, and hit enter. No shard is not required, but still I put. So this side is up. Now, so this side we have used the network 192.168.10.0/24. This network we have used. So all the IP address we have assigned for the VLAN 10, it's actually this IP address. from this network. And for this network, we're going to assign IP address 192.168.20.0/24. Yeah. Now let's pick up this one, ping 192.168.10.100. This is from this PC. I'm trying to ping that sub interface. So let's see whether it's pinging or not. So it's not pinging. So let's close this one. Let's pick up the command prompt. Close this one. Let's pick up the IP configurations and put the default gateway 192.168.10.100. Put the default gateway because that's interface will be default gateway, and still it's not going to work. Ping again, it will not work because this port is trunk, but this port is not trunk, so you need to configure the trunk port in here. So let's close this one, pick up my switch, config T interface. We're going to take the fast Ethernet 03, this port, hit enter, switch port mode trunk. So you make this one as a trunk port. Now it's like color, it's get changed, but after a while it should be green. Now end show command is show interfaces trunk. That's how we can check the trunking protocol. We can see like which port are enabled for trunking. So we can see like fast Ethernet 0, this port is mode is on. Protocol has been by default is enabled because this is layer 2 switch, and by default this VLAN they are allowed. Let's ping, close this one. Let's ping that PC command prompt, ping this one, so it's working now because it's trunk port, so it can communicate with this router's port. Now we have to do some more configurations. Let's pick up the routers, exit interface FA0/0.20. This sub interface I'm going to configure for VLAN 20. Then I have to enable encapsulation.1q, and I need to put 20 because I want to associate this trunking protocol with that VLAN 20. Hit enter, IP address 192.168.20.100, 255.255.255.0. No shot. No shot. Now I can see, yes, I have now I got the sub interface for VLAN 20, and show IP interface brief. This command will tell me what I have configured so far. I can see fast Ethernet 00, no IP address, but port is up. Fast Ethernet 0010, this is for VLAN 10 sub interface, and this is the IP address and is up and up. Fast Ethernet 00.20, this is for 192.168.20.100. This is the IP address for this VLAN and it's up as well. Cool. So pretty much is all interfaces looking good from this side. Now I got my switch trunk port is enabled as well. So let's pick up this PC, which belongs to VLAN 20. Let's go to IP configurations. We need to assign default gateway. So this PC default gateway will be this sub interface .20, that one. So 192.168.20.100. This is the this is the IP address of that fast Ethernet 00.20 for that particular interface IP address is the default gateway for this PC. Close this one. Let's open command prompt, ping 192.168.20.100. Yes, I can ping that one. So now from this PC, we are in this PC at the moment, but if we try to ping that PC 10.1, so see what happened. 10.1 is pinging. So we can ping from VLAN 20 to VLAN 10. So VLAN 20 network subnet is 20.0/24, VLAN 10 subnet is 10.0/24. Because we configured the router's subinterface as their default gateway, so that's how we can ping from this PC to that PC. And close this one. Let's go to this PC, go to command prompt, ping 192.168.20.1, which is this PC. I should be able to ping this one. Yep, that's cool. So it's working. So that's how we configure the static route. So main thing is to configure the routers, and don't forget to configure the trunk port in here, and also like other things you need to configure, which is the default gateway. Now I'm going to put the default gateway, which is 192.168.10.100. This IP address is the default gateway. It will be G. Copy this one, and for this one, default gateway will be 20.100. So that's how we configured the router on a stick.